This video is an overview of how to use the Simpson Strong Tie Rebar Development Length Calculator, which is a web application that supports the design of post-installed reinforcing bar with adhesives in concrete. The calculation follows the development length calculation of cast-in-place reinforcing bar. When you access the web app, you'll notice that the input menu is organized into 4 different sections: Splice information, concrete information, rebar information, and seismic design category. This section asks whether the post-installed rebar doweling is for a lap splice application. The calculation for compression development length differs between spliced and non-spliced applications. For spliced applications, ACI 318 Section 25551 provides basic equations for compression development length with 12 inches minimum length. Additionally, there is 1/3 increase in the length when the lap splice occurs in concrete with compressive strength less than 3,000 psi. For non-spliced applications, ACI 318 Section 25492 provides basic equations with 8 inches minimum length as indicated in Section 25491. Lap splices are classified as Class A or B in accordance with ACI 318 Table 25521. The conservative selection will be Class B as it increases the calculated development length by a 1.3 factor. When Class A is appropriate, there is no additional factor to increase the development length. There are 3 types of concrete by weight: normal weight, sand lightweight, and all lightweight. When either sand lightweight or all lightweight is selected, the lambda factor is 0.75 as indicated in Table 25424. The factor is 1.0 for normal weight concrete. Lambda factor is applicable when calculating tension development length or non-spliced compression development length. The compressive strength dropdown should be self-explanatory. Whether the design is for tension or compression and spliced or non-spliced connections, concrete compressive strength affects calculated development length. Number 3 to number 11 rebar sizes are populated in this menu. These selections reflect sizes recognized in the ICC-ES ESR 2508 code report. Rebar size affects the Psi-S factor in accordance with Table 25424. The Psi-S factor is 1.0 for number 7 and larger rebar, and 0.8 for number 6 and smaller rebar. Common rebar yield strengths are included in this menu. It's currently limited to 60 KSI, reflecting the limitation imposed by the testing criteria. The type of rebar coating affects the tension rebar development length calculation, specifically equation 25423A. In this equation, the Psi-E factor represents the effect of the coating. The Psi-E factor is 1.0 for uncoated or zinc-coated rebar and 1.2 or 1.5 for epoxy-coated or zinc and epoxy dual-coated rebar depending on spacing and cover dimensions. Inputs from these 2 menus work together to determine the C sub B factor in equation 25423A. C sub B is defined in R25423 as a factor that represents the least of the side cover, the concrete cover to the bar or wire, or 1/2 of the center-to-center spacing of the bars or wires. C sub B is calculated internally by the web application based on the provided inputs. There are other factors such as Psi-T and K sub TR in the equation. Psi-T is assumed to be 1.0 and K sub TR is assumed to be 0. This menu allows users to select whether the design is for structures in seismic design category A to B or C through F. This menu is meant to address the exception in the code report where compressive strength used in the development length calculation needs to be limited to 2,500 psi for seismic design category C through F, regardless of user inputs. It is not meant to address additional reinforcement requirements for earthquake-resisting structures. After all values are entered, click Calculate to display the output. The first part of the output shows summary information and calculated tension and compression development lengths. Detailed calculation is available by clicking this area. Line-by-line detailed calculations are displayed. Scroll further down for the link to the adhesive cartridge estimator and related products. You can download and print the calculation file from the bottom of the page. The same download and print buttons are also available from the top of the output page.